are a wondrous boy, then sing along with me. We are the Eagles on the road to victory. All for one and one for all, we'll answer to the call. We're the greatest team of all. Oh, the wonder is forever. We will always stick together. We will always do our best to see it through for the good old road and blue.
G'day and welcome to Shred in the Shed. Big shout out and a thank you to all our sponsors and volunteers that make our season possible. We'll get right underway here with the match review. Round 17, Darwin Buffaloes, 11th of February, 7pm at TIO. Thanks to Night Vision Analysis, who get the stats done each week. We end up going down by 72 points. It was a story of the season, really. I think we were 2 goals 9 going into halftime potentially. Having 9 goals too would have been a bit nicer, put a bit more scoreboard pressure on, but it's easy to sort of drop your head after that. So 35 to 107 in the end. We had 8 less turnover goals, 8 less stoppage goals, but we had +1 kick-in goal. So a little winning the battle within the war there. On the contested front, we had 3 more clearances, which was a positive, but that sort of ended around there. We had 11 less ground ball gets, 5 less contested possessions, and 9 less tackles. So usually we're even smashing the tackles, but yeah, it wasn't to be. And yeah, we did okay on the contested front. Still beaten, but on the uncontested side we got smashed. 74 less uncontested possessions, 25 less uncontested marks, and 44 handball receive. So yeah, really strong running side, but still able to match or slightly beat us in the contested side, and then just ran away with it in the end. Tails are up, kicking too many goals and ran away with it. The individual stats, we had Nathan Arbin with 16 kicks, 7 marks, 8 handball receives. Myself with 7 handballs at 100%. Don't like to waste the footy. 14 contested possessions, 19 hit-outs, 8 clearances, 6 1%ers. Bo O'Connell with 7 marks, 4 inside 50s, 2 score assists. Nook Mansell with 2 intercept marks, but he went off during the game. His shoulder popped out, which is no good, so we hope Nookie Mansell all the best with their recovery. Jolie Cabillo also had 2 intercept marks. Liam Patrick driving up from Lajamanu, 3 forward 50 marks. Dusty Briscoe came into the side as well as fullback and did a really great job with 9 ground ball gets. He bloody beat me by 1, Dusty. Cheeky bugger. Ryan McMurray with 3 tackles. Dre also with 3 tackles. And Dilda Santos with his 4 spoils, 13 rebound 50s. He's been building nicely. And I had the honour of stepping in as captain, which was, huge. It would have been nice to be like Brody and be 1 from 1, 100%, but we can't win them all. So the ladder, what do we have? We got Southern Districts on top with 50 points, Waratah Warriors 44, St Mary's 40, Nightcliff 36, Darwin Buffaloes go up to 30, so they go out of our reach for the top 5, so they're all set. Pints on 24, Palmerston on 22, us on 20, and Tiwi on 6. So the finals are fairly set. I think we'll only really change if we jump up above Palmerston from 8th to 7th, but no one really worries too much about that, even though we still obviously want to win and get some momentum into next season. The under-18s end up forfeiting against the Buffs. But a couple of those guys got to play in the reserves and help the numbers out there. So the women's, they played at 2:30 at TO1 against the Buffs, and they went down by 78, which is not a bad effort considering where Buffs are on the ladder and where we are in the previous result. So making steps in the right direction, and then followed by the 2s at 4:30 p.m. on TO2. Played the Buffs as well. And went down by 79 points. It was a good week all round. I got to step up as coach for Mitchell Taylor. He was down in Adelaide. So alongside Jolie Cabillo, we got the W there. And then also got to step in for the under-10s boys. So Nook Mansell's boys because of his shoulder injury. So yeah, lots of learnings all year round. It's amazing the difference between your 10-year-olds, your 16-year-olds, and then the seniors who I'm normally around a lot. So yeah, happy days. The senior presentation night has been announced for the 25th of March at the Darwin Turf Club. So tickets are $100. Actually, you can grab early bird tickets for $80. So that includes a buffet meal, but soon those prices will rise. So get in early. And we'll get into the club legend section. Roy Gratz, 4 times captain in the 1951 season and the 1952 season. He was captain coach. And when I say 1952 season, I mean the 51/52. So I'm just using the when the premiership is played as the year, because it's getting all confusing for me. These slashes, 50/51, 50. It's too much. He was best and fairest in the 48 season and 52. He represented the NT in 1948, 49, and 52. He was third in the Nichols Medal, so the Brownlow equivalent, in the 52 season. And he was best on ground in a losing grand final. So and team of the century, massive for Roy Gratz as fullback. The quote of the week is from one of my favourites, Michael Jordan. So I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed. So it's promising to see that one of the greatest of all time does fail every now and then. And yeah, that's something to not lose hope about. With the season, we're not able to make finals. We've failed this year, but that doesn't mean we can't succeed in the future. You just got to bring your positive attitude and your effort, and then that will take you a long way. The match preview, round 18, St Mary's, 18th of February. Our final game at 6 p.m. TIO. And the previous result, even though Saints are third on the ladder and absolutely flying, we won by 3 points. So let's hope we can make it a similar result. It's a massive milestone this week. Shane Thorne, 150 games, seals his life membership for the club. He's debuted in the league side as a 16-year-old and drafted to the Western Bulldogs in 2009. So lots of injuries throughout his career, but absolute weapon. He was the Gus Wanganeen. He received the Gus Wanganeen medal, the Wanderers best and fairest in the 13-14 season, and co-captain in the 14-15 premiership, where the Wanderers won it from 5th. I was hoping it was going to be a similar season, this one to the 14-15, where they really struggled pre-Christmas and then came home with a wet sail. Barely scraped into the finals, and then once they did, they just dominated and won convincingly against St Mary's. So the other grades, they have the under-18s play on the Friday night, 7:45 p.m. at TIO2, playing St Mary's. We're all playing St Mary's actually, which is good. The women's play at 1:30 on TIO1, and the twos at 4:30 on TIO2. So that's a wrap. Thanks for your time, everyone, and let's go the Muck Mucks.